All right, so it's some 50 minutes after 7. And the next discussion I have is one that is very interesting, is Vagina Monologues. And I have a talking vagina in studio with me. Don't think very far. It's a campaign, a gender-based campaign with a very interesting name. My guest now is Pearl Koko Daki, who is a talking vagina. Who is a talking vagina, Pearl? Good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
Is it to create attention,
yes,
get people...
Yes, get people, you know, talking, interested. Because the minute you mention it's like everybody wants to know what it is about. Yeah, and some will find it offensive, but the minute they get to know the details about it, they get inquisitive. That's the most important part of it. So when they get inquisitive, then you tell them what it's about, and they go like, oh, really? Oh, wow, yeah.
So why talking vagina?
Why would I say I'm a talking vagina? Because I'm representing womanhood. Everything connected with womanhood is the vagina.
So tell us about this Vagina Monologues.
Okay. Vagina Monologue is a play. It's a stage play. And what we have is, when we say a monologue, it's a piece. It's like, instead of being interactive like how we are talking now, and then like how usually plays are give and takes, it's just you talking about an experience someone had. It could be dreadful, it could be exciting, and it's like educative and entertaining at the same time.
Okay.
So you have a full monologue, that's a whole paragraph and sentences and all that, and then you talk basically on what is happening to that woman, or
so
what
is it like a recital?
It's like a recital, but there are parts where there are give and takes, where we sit and then it's like one-on-one. We talk to each other and talk to the audience, relate to the audience as well.
Okay,
yes.
We'll get to see a bit of what you're talking about. But why are you, okay, so what we are watching now, what is on screen now, what is it about?
Yeah, that's a woman who was abused by the husband. Abused in the sense that she wouldn't shave her vagina, the hair off her vagina. So he started cheating on her.
Okay.
Because
and this is a true story?
A true story. No, a true story. All the things that are in the play are true stories. These are interviews that have, like, it's like me sitting with you and you telling me your problem, and then I sitting down and writing it, and then telling other people about it.
All right.
Yeah.
I want us all to get a better understanding of what she's talking about. So let's take a listen and watch.
You cannot love a vagina unless you love her. Many people do not love her. My first and only husband hated her. He said it was cluttered and dirty. He made me shave my vagina. It felt puffy and exposed and like a little girl's. This excited him. When my husband made love to me, my vagina felt like the way a beard should feel. It felt good to rub it and painful, like scratching a mosquito bite. It felt like it was on fire. There were screaming red bumps. I refused to shave it again.
My vagina is angry. It's pissed off. My vagina is furious and it needs to talk. It needs to talk to you. You need to convince my vagina, seduce my vagina, and engage my vagina's trust. Stop shoving things up me. Stop shoving and stop cleaning it up. My vagina does not need to be cleaned up. It smells good already. And don't try to decorate. Don't believe them when he tells you your vagina smells like rose petals.
My short skirt is not an invitation, a provocation, an indication that I want it or that I hook. My short skirt is not begging for it. It does not want you to rip it off or pull it up or down. My short skirt is no legal reason for raping me. My short skirt, believe it or not, has nothing to do with you. My short skirt is about discovering the power of my calves, about cool autumn air traveling up my inner thigh, about allowing everything I see or feel or pass to live inside. My short skirt does not mean that I'm showing off. This is who I am. Before you ask me to cover it up or tone it down, get used to it.
Wow. This is intense. And it sort of like catches your attention, it speaks to you. But isn't the usage of vagina rather uncomfortable?
It's not. We want people to be able to talk about themselves. Trust me, we've been to the hospital. It's sad to know women are dying because they can't talk about their vaginas. It's like they are scared of going to the doctor and they are shy. It's like they don't want to talk about it. And some of them have, like there was this lady who had an infection and she couldn't talk to the doctor about it. She was too shy because she thought the doctor would go down on her. So she didn't talk about it and it turned into a cancer and she died. Black fluid actually emerged from her, like came out from her, and she died. And I don't think this is something that is supposed to be hidden. It's something that you should be able to talk about. Men talk about themselves all the time. Why shouldn't women be able to talk about themselves all the time? We are hiding something. What are we hiding? What are we hiding? What are we covering up? We don't need to cover up anything. We need to talk about, we need to be bold about talking about a vagina. What is wrong with saying vagina? And they say it in local languages and they are okay with it. So how come I'm saying it in English and it seems profane? No.
So, I mean, is this targeted at only women?
No, please. We want men present because we want to speak up to them. We want to tell them the good things they do that we like. And we want to tell them the bad things they do to us that we complain about.
Okay.
So we need them there. It's not just about women. Because if a woman is coming to listen to what she has, it doesn't really make sense. But when a man comes and then it's like listening to what he has to do to please his woman, or what he's doing to his woman, abusing her, saying all sorts of things to her that he's not supposed to, then that makes sense. That actually speaks or makes a point. Yes.
So the women that we'll see, and indeed the women that we've seen talking,
yes, please.
They're talking about other people's issues.
Yes, other people's issues, not themselves.
So that's what we're going to see tomorrow evening.
Today
and tomorrow at the
evening.
National Theatre.
Yes,
Tell us
please.
more about what's going to happen.
Oh, okay. It's a collaboration between us and Gadek, and Acquah is going to be on board.
Okay.
What he's going to do is represent men on stage. Usually, Vagina Monologues has always seen women just performing without
so
an
this is
involvement.
not new. This is not new.
It's not new. It's been done. I've played in it 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has it been? How have people responded to it?
The very, very first time we staged it at the National Theatre, trust me, people did not respond to it as much as it's happening now. It's like, now people are like free and talk about, I mean, it's in the music we listen to now. People are talking about Tonga and all sorts of issues like concerning women. Yeah.
How has it changed your life, though? I mean, you've been part of it.
Yes, I have done so many investigations, and I have to interview other people and find out what is happening to them. And it's been an eye opener for me. Listening to rape victims, listening to women who are shy, listening. I just sat down. My director was like, just ask her. I'm like, just ask her. Are you sure she'll answer? It's like, just ask her. It's like, hello, please, how's your vagina? And she's like, my what? And I was like, oh no, like, do you have problems? Do you have issues? Can you share with me what you experienced? Do you love yourself? Do you love, like, what happens to
and
you?
And what people are willing to
some are not willing.
Themselves.
There are some that, go like the tomboy and then go like, hey, my vagina is fine, share me. I treat the place nicely. I'm good with it, And then some go like, why is she asking me that? Why is she wrong? That's too, please, don't. Meanwhile, secretly, we love to talk about ourselves.
Yeah.
We love to talk about the experience we have with men. So, I mean, why shouldn't it be easy talking to a friend, a female, even a female? You can't talk to a female about your vagina or an experience with a man or how someone abused your mother. You hide it because you think rape. When you go and report rape, they'll say it's your fault because you wore a short skirt. Or no, it's not a legal reason for him raping you. So you have to speak out, and that is what we are standing for.
Okay. So what happens? You talk to these women, and then
they just, some blow up, but some relax, and then just later comfortably tell you what they're hiding, and then some to just don't talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. It's something they just don't want to talk about. But when they do, you put yourself in the situation and you're like, I am not going to be like this woman. I don't want to be like this woman. The other ladies that I'm on stage with, they have been through a lot. And some have even cried. Some are like, no, I mean, why should this thing happen to this girl? It could happen to me. So this is the time. If I am going to represent her, I must speak up, like her, bring out her emotions.
Like put yourself into the person's position, and for the moment,
be her. It doesn't matter what people are going to say in your neighborhood, in your schools, on stage, or they listen to it and they go like, some people, religious people go like, really, Pearl, seriously? Can you do that? Actually, somebody posted on my Facebook and like, that's a pervert. You're letting a pervert, malicious, something spirit control you. I'm like, really? Do you know the prayers that go into this thing? Do you know how we pray every morning, beginning and after production? Do you know the things that go into it? You have no idea. But is someone a witch a witch on screen and a witch in real life? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I get the feeling that people are confusing your act to who you really are. Because sometimes they don't get it.
They don't get it. And if you don't appreciate art, you would not understand it.
Because this is very deep. You know, because you're talking, what we watched, for instance, you're talking and it has a lot of emotions and it sounds like you are saying it like it's coming from you. That kind of thing. I mean, which we should appreciate because you're acting, and if it looks so real, then that's it. That's what you want to get. But after people share their very personal experiences with you, I mean, talking about an issue in itself helps solve something, but do you seek for other professional help for them?
Yes, please. We are in connection with a lot of, I wish my director was here. He would have told you a lot about these companies, gender-based companies who are helping us and who listen to our stories that we get from these women, and then we put out there, we give it to them, and they work on it. And we this time we are trying to work alongside with them and behave like ambassadors so that we can go out, speak to the women and get them to come out and tell us what is happening, report to the police. You know, there's so many things. Okay, let me shift from rape, from rape and abuse, and let me talk about women who are not comfortable with, G-strings and all those, things that they shove up in there, and they're not comfortable, but they're doing it because they think it's safe, and they think it's the easiest to please the man.
Oh, okay.
She would wear it. She's not comfortable with it. It's just getting stuck up inside somewhere, but she's wearing it because, I'm sorry, can I speak to you? Yes, see, me share trousers, me share full pants, me pants, me better
draw.
Into me share no, me share, na me white. That's her problem. She always wears it, but she gets white. But because she has to wear it, she puts it on the whole day. And then we'll take it off in the evening, and then end up going to bed.
Sometimes we don't even get our own peers to talk to, so we do not know what somebody else
is going through
exactly, or how somebody else is solving that problem exactly.
Yes.
I think it's a good thing that you're doing, but who exactly are you targeting? You say you want the men to be there because eventually they are the people that you're speaking to.
Yes, please.
Who else? How young can people be to be there?
We wish you could go lower, but 18 is the number. 18 is the figure. 18 and above. Okay. 18 because that's what is accepted, and we don't want to go away from that, shift away from that. So 18.
So this show is strictly rated 18 and above.
Yes, because we don't want any parents coming and saying, this is okay, you've just done an open thing and now the kids there are getting a wrong, when you are young, it's your understanding is very different. They teach you something and you take the wrong side instead of taking there's a woman who talks about the fact that she ended up in a relationship with a guy, and I think their first date, they ended up in bed. But the girl is going to take that side and say, that person is going to take that side and say, okay, it's okay for me to. No, but won't take the message that the girl insisted on a condom because her friend related the information to her that her husband, someone she was going to get married to, hid the fact that he was going to he had had an affair the previous night with a woman. and she gave her AIDS. And so this woman was like, no, if this guy is coming to sleep with me on the first night and I'm comfortable with it, then I must ask for a condom. So you're protecting yourself, but doing what you think is right or whatever. You're pleasing yourself, but protecting yourself, which is the most important thing.
Do you have to pay to be part of this? I
Yes,
mean, people
please.
should definitely pay because this is good education.
Yes.
And entertainment
And
as well.
entertainment, yes. It's 30 CDs for the general public, and then it's 20 CDs for students who have current ID cards.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So not mine that expired like in 2010.
No, please.
Okay. Good experience. Would it come with music? Because
It
you
would
mentioned
come with
Oshami
music.
Kwame.
It would come with music. In there, we have, breaks where we shift away from the monologues, and then I don't want to reveal everything, but we give surprises.
Yeah.
You would get so entertained
But
and happy.
you sound and look at, because you're talking and it's coming with a lot of smiles and a little bit
because
of laughter.
I know what we have packed. And
Is it a coincidence
crazy.
though that it falls on Val's Day? Is it planned?
It's a V-Day, and since people, yes,
I get it. It's a V Day and it's a V monologue.
It's a V monologue and it's a Val's Day, so it's a serious, a real coincidence. It's a good coincidence that it's falling on the Val's Day.
Okay.
Yes.
So 3 p.m. you said?
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yes.
8 p.m. At the National
At
Theatre.
the National Theatre, and
Okay.
it's 30 CDs and 20 CDs.
Today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. Yes, please.
It's a good piece to watch.
Yes,
Thank you
please.
for coming through.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
a
for
lot.
having me.
You're an exciting person. Would love to have you again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, it's still the AM show right here on the Joynews channel on your multi TV. I've been talking to Pearl Koko Daki on Vagina Monologues. Make sure you are at the National Theatre. It's exciting. I want to be there, and indeed I will be there 8 p.m. this evening and tomorrow. What a way to celebrate Valentine's. We'll be back. Stay with us.
You cannot love a vagina unless you love her. Many people do not love her. My first and only husband hated her. He said it was cluttered and dirty. He made me shave my vagina. It felt puffy and exposed and like a little girl's. This excited him. When my husband made love to me, my vagina felt like the way a beard should feel. It felt good to rub it and painful, like scratching a mosquito bite. It felt like it was on fire. There were screaming red bumps. I refused to shave it again.
My vagina is angry. It's pissed off. My vagina is furious and it needs to talk. It needs to talk to you. You need to convince my vagina, seduce my vagina, and engage my vagina's trust. Stop shoving things up me. Stop shoving and stop cleaning it up. My vagina does not need to be cleaned up. It smells good already. And don't try to decorate. Don't believe them when he tells you your vagina smells like rose petals.
My short skirt is not an invitation, a provocation, an indication that I want it or that I hook. My short skirt is not begging for it. It does not want you to rip it off or pull it up or down. My short skirt is no legal reason for raping me. My short skirt, believe it or not, has nothing to do with you. My short skirt is about discovering the power of my calves, about cool autumn air traveling up my inner thigh, about allowing everything I see or feel or pass to live inside. My short skirt does not mean that I'm showing off. This is who I am. Before you ask me to cover it up or tone it down, get used to it.
Hit. Well, so that was it, and let me remember
Vagina Monologues.
Vagina.
Yeah.
Vagina.
And I tell you what, whilst I was doing the interview, Roland was sitting right across, staring.
This
you
is
know,
a lie.
what excites you about Vagina Monologues? The play?
This is a
the
lie.
fact that they're sharing people's problems?
This is a lie. I was not sitting anywhere.
Oh,
I was.
You're right there. You're right there.
This is a lie. This is a lie.
I don't lie. Everybody knows I don't lie.
Okay, so that's how they are going to do the thing on TV at the place.
Yeah, and
the way it's on TV.
Yeah,
That's how.
yeah.
Because
And
they're personifying like what is done to vagina, how it's abused, etc. And I believe that's the most beautiful thing about it. You know, many of the things that are abstract tend to make people think and give them a lot more thought on what really the real issues are and what they have to do about them. I hope that as the Ghanaian men will take a real look at it and try and go there and patronize what they are doing today. I think it's lovely.
Yeah.
And such initiatives are very creative.
Of course, of course. I mean, the way the whole idea and the fact that now they're talking about something that otherwise would just keep quiet about, you know, sharing. I am a woman, so I sort of understand, you know, where this whole thing is coming from, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not only you who appreciate it. I also empathize with it because, I mean, whatever we do as men, and especially we get to have encounters with vaginas all the time. So the point is we know how it is, and if you tend to empathize with it, you get to know that these really are the issues, and these are the ways at which, I mean, normal people need to behave.
And then, you know, even if your partner is not forthcoming with information, you can even engineer it. You can start it. You can start a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that she could be
you were
shy.
talking about the fact that I was here watching you.
Yeah,
or
were you not?
Well, I was. But the point is, I was taken aback, and I said, wow, that's real. They're talking about it just like that. But the point is, in our homes, we just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, and this is coming from the discussion that I had yesterday with the Greater Accra Regional Director of Health Services, Dr. Linda Banotu, on the teenage pregnancy issues. I think when we start conversations like these in languages that our young people can understand, it will go a long way, you know, because sometimes these are personal things that young girls are worried about, but we do not share what we are supposed to share because we ourselves are shy and we don't even know how to start the conversation.
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing.
And talking about Vagina Monologues and the event, can you recall where it is being?
At the National Theatre this evening, 8 p.m. and tomorrow, 8 p.m. And the rate is only 30 cedis.
Try and patronize. And talking about vagina, today is Valentine's Day, and the
how is Valentine related to vagina?
No, National Chocolate Day, and we have in-house technical person Maxwell Kofi saying hi to his wife Portia Kofi, and also happy birthday to his dad. And we say, well, Daddy, happy birthday to you. Enjoy the National Chocolate Day. What do we do next?
Well, we're still encouraging you to be a part of our show. So just go to facebook.com/Joynews on TV and be a part of our program. This is the AM show. What time is it, though?
It is now 14 minutes past 8 o'clock. And so wherever you are, please get ready. By 12, you should have distributed all your chocolate bars, etc. And no perfumes today, please.
I think it's a good thing because, you know, chocolate doesn't cost much.
Really?
Yeah.
Depends on what type of chocolate.
You can even get a 1 cedi chocolate.
Maybe
chocolate is not expensive. And
maybe
then we're
the
using that
imported
to... I think it helps the men. That's why you keep drumming chocolate day.
Not
Because
sure.
otherwise... Yeah,
actually, even though we're told that chocolate, etc., it depends on... Because they add a lot more cholesterol content, so...
Oh, please, if you're eating chocolate once in a while.
Yeah, once in a
while.
while.
A cholesterol thing.
I think this week I took chocolate, and today I took some again. So, Ochiame Kwame will be joining us in the studio. You know, he's called a rap doctor. Added a lot more marketing flexibility to it. So
he likes money, Papa.
Yeah, he needs to like money. I mean, that's why he's working. And we're going to talk about music in Ghana. The current challenges they're facing in marketing music, and also what's the whole issue about romance that is always added to music. and that makes people go agog and crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a very, I mean, I don't know if he's romantic, but maybe he sure is, because he's got a very pretty wife. But
he always talks about that he's romantic, I guess. I think he's just like a normal Ghanaian man, plain, etc. Just that the wife is used to it, you know. But when he comes out, ask him all that. I didn't know.
So there's a question, and that I'm sure our producer Curtis would want you to ask. Our Ghanaian men losing the art of romance. You can put it to him. Let's see what he says. But that's a conversation.
That's one thing I know, though. Eric Curtis Howard, I think, is losing it. Doesn't have that on his fingertips.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he romantic at all? I mean, you're talking about he doesn't have it. But
doesn't
is
have
he?
It. Well, if you do you have it at all? And those are the questions we're also asking. We have on the line.
Well, it's National Chocolate Day today, so time for us to shift attention to the ministry that is spearheading this whole Chocolate Day celebration. Madam Acquah Gomashi is joining us.
She's the Deputy Minister
of Tourism. Well, we lost her. We'll try to re-establish contact with her. We want to know what's happening today. I mean, is it just individuals buying and distributing chocolate, or it's something that is more?
Yeah. So we have to take a short break. When we come back, we'll try and re-establish contact with the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Acquah Gomashi.
All right, she's on.
Oh, okay.
She's on. Hello, good morning to you, madam.
Good morning.
Yes, it's National Chocolate Day today, and we want to find out what is happening nationally today.
Speak up a little bit for me, please.
I'm asking, it's National Chocolate Day, so what is happening today on a national level?
Well, there are a couple of activities that are happening. May I take the opportunity, first of all, to say good morning to the listeners and to wish them a happy Chocolate Day. We're having a couple of activities today to mark the day. One is at the New Horizons School, and the other will be at the National Theatre by midday.
Okay. So what should people really take out of the day, of the celebration?
Celebration of what we have, which is cocoa. This has been launched, been celebrated for a couple of years now, and so we just want to encourage people to patronize chocolate on Valentine's Day. Show your appreciation for people who have supported you in life, your colleagues, your friends, your family. Give them a gift of chocolate. By doing that, you are promoting chocolate. You are supporting the cocoa processing company. You are also ensuring that Ghanaian-made products are used on festive occasions to celebrate the day.
So what are you personally doing, on a lighter note, though?
I will have a chocolate drink for breakfast, and you're invited to share with me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Do enjoy the Chocolate Day today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you so much, Acquah Gomashi, the Deputy Minister of Tourism, sharing with us what's going to be happening today as we celebrate Chocolate Day.
Okay. So we'd have to take a short break now. Please get interactive. We have on the social network page of Facebook, Joynews on TV is a page. Please go search for it. And please contribute your own comment. Where will you be today? What will you be doing? And what do you think about all these issues about Valentine and Chocolate Day? And do you think that having a special gift for a loved one should always be somebody you share very sensual relations with, or somebody perhaps who is sick or is in your neighborhood or really is in need?